Hello, hello. Testing. Welcome to the stream. Now, just as I've typed this, my little baby has opened her eyes. But she looks like she's going to settle right back. So we'll continue for a bit, and then we'll take a break if we need to. So, welcome to the stream. Sit back, pull up a chair, have a cup of tea, and let's get settled in for a little more Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. Before we begin, the usual disclaimer. This is a baby-friendly stream, and by that I mean, it's friendly to my baby. So we will be taking breaks every now and then to check in on the baby as needed. I normally do stream only at night after she's been put down, but sometimes baby runs on their own schedule. They always run on their own schedule. So the stream follows the baby's schedule. That's how it is. I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Niddly_lol, CatCatmon, and Yukino Senritsu for following. The reason I don't stream League, guys, is because honestly, I just got back into streaming a little while ago. I used to be a lot more regular at it, and I only started again recently because of baby and stuff. And to be honest, I haven't figured out how to stream League. I can't get it to look at my League client properly. If I could, I would be streaming a lot more often because I play a lot more League. Hi, Basilis! Thank you for dropping by. That is a really cute emoji and I love it. Okay, let's get started. I'm being really antsy because my baby's lied down, but she's like, struggly. Hi, Yukino Senitsu. I have no idea which of the people on League you are, but thank you so much for coming. How do you all have such cute emojis? That's really cool. Okay, for everyone who's new, we're now starting on the new Harry Potter game I told you about is really fun. It is so fun. In fact, Vasilis, I was gonna announce this a little later into the show, but it's so much fun that I'm actually going to stream it. I test streamed it just now and it's fantastic. Oh, hi, Constipated. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. It's really fun and the graphics are so good on the PC that I really feel the need to stream it just to share the joy. You know when you find a new game and you're just so excited, it's like, I must tell people about this? Yes. Okay, Yukino Senritsu, I'll call you Yuki for short. So we are starting on case 2 today, episode 2. To give you some context, because you just jumped onto this game, it's basically a huge, like, it screams like fan-made AU to Ace Attorney. And the context is, we've got apparently a very corrupt king and a very corrupt nobility. Most of the nobility are mages, but not all mages are nobility. The gap between the nobility, i.e. the rich, and the poor is very, very wide, and most of the poor hate nobility. So yeah, this is a story of an attorney trying to make his way through this corrupt justice system to try and make some sense of the world. So yay! That white-haired girl over here, we saved her in case 1. Spoilers! Nah, just kidding, go and watch the video. And now I think she's going to be our assistant. So we're going to start episode 2. Let me go. I normally do voiceovers, but not when baby's sleeping in my room, because they wake her up. I'm not going anywhere until I see her. I'm sorry, Wallace, but she's already passed. There was nothing more they could have done. How? This academy teaches the best mages in the kingdom. It's addictive. Are you talking about Harry Potter? If you are, please send me your ID. I'll send you my ID later. So we can be friends in the game. Are you telling me that they couldn't do anything? Her condition was much worse than we thought. The kingdom's magic isn't advanced enough to treat something like this. Lucius Steelman can rain meteors from the sky. I feel like giving this guy a very snotty voice. William Frege can teleport entire caravans across the continent. Are you telling me that your mages couldn't cure one disease? I'm sorry. I truly am. Emily. The Walking Dead! I'm sorry, Celeste, but there's no way out of this. Oh, that's a very nice backdrop. A couple more globes than seems necessary, though. Celeste's attention is sharply focused on the chessboard between you two. You can see her eyes quickly dart from piece to piece. Just give me a second. I can still win this. Celeste, there's no way for you to avoid checkmate next turn. Just surrender. She ignores you and continues staring at the pieces. There! What about that? Checkmate. Damn it! Would you two keep it down? We are in the library. Miss Timora glances at the chessboard. I hope you didn't spend the entire morning playing around. I've been working hard, Ruby. I've already learned 2 new spell formulas since we got here. Well, at least there's that. Well, you could whisper it to me, please. Or, I mean, only whatever you're comfortable with. Because if you put it in chat, it's gonna be on the screen forever. What about you, Cuthbert? Well... Your flustered stammering tells her exactly how much progress you've made. That glare of death. I couldn't find any books about the subject we've been looking into. You spent the entire day combing through the kingdom's imperial library, researching the Eye of Horus. During Celeste's trial, you awakened to a new ability that you'd never used before. Up until then, you thought that the Eye could only see surface-level thoughts. But during that moment with Garrett Pierce, the Eye of Horus was empowered, and you could see far more than usual. So even though we're not a mage, we apparently have like some kind of passive skill that allows us to... It basically gives us really good insight into people's thoughts. You told Miss Timora about what happened, and it made you both wonder what other hidden abilities the Eye might have. You both decided it's time to find out more about the Eye and its origins. This library supposedly held the kingdom's entire knowledge of magic and the arcane arts, but you couldn't find a single mention of any ability like the Eye. Does the kingdom seriously lack knowledge about it? Or do we need to look somewhere else? Are you sure you can't tell me what you're researching? I've traveled around the world. I might have seen something like it. You entertained the thought for a moment, but you haven't known her very long. The Eye of Horus is a supernatural ability that can't be detected by a spell compendium. You've always been wary about what the kingdom might do to you if they ever found out about it. Sorry, it's not something I can really talk about. Fine. If I had to guess, I would say that they're looking into supernatural phenomena. Huh? You and Celeste nearly jump out of your chairs. Oh, you look familiar. You look over to where the voice came from. She appears to be a student at the academy. How long was she there? You didn't notice her presence at all. You also feel like she looks oddly familiar. I'm terribly sorry if I startled you, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. As the girl approaches your table, you see another student frantically running after her. Eris, you can't just... I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine, Wallace. I'm sorry, but who are you two? Sorry, that was incredibly rude of me. My name is Eris Ilmata. Interesting hair. Occupation student. And this is Wallace Medgrave. We're both students here. Hi. Alright. Not to be rude, but that was a private conversation. Just how much did you hear? Oh, she's a mage too. She can use an arcane art called illusion. I wonder. Reading about the supernatural is actually a hobby of mine. Hi, Nirali_low. Thanks for following, thanks for joining. Feel free to lurk around or, just have a look at the game and see if you want to try it. I might be able to help you with your research, Mr. Cuthbert. And what makes you so sure that is what we were researching? Mr. Cuthbert has a bad habit of muttering to himself when he thinks. I assumed that his research had something to do with the supernatural. You feel a piercing side glance from Miss Tamura. We're in for it now. You avoid eye contact with her. But anyways, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? No, of course. I'd be happy to help. Wait, fine. What the hell was that? That freaked me out. A lot. You want to be cat? I'm not sure. Let me see if I can change you. I think if you scroll down below my screen, you can change yourself. Oh, but I'm cat. Well, I'm sure you can be another cat. Nope, that's KK Slider. His name is Spawn Zero. I'm not good at this. Oh well, here, have a star. Have some stars. Fine, I suppose it wouldn't hurt. I'm very confused about what happened just now. Weird things happen. Just remember to show some discretion, Tyrion. Right. So, you two are students at the Imperial Academy? Yes, I'm currently studying illusion magic. Illusions? That's the kind of magic that lets you turn invisible, right? You can try to catch the stars by typing !jump in the chat. Technically, yes. But a few mages ever reach a level high enough for that. You're a cat now, yeah. I'm glad you figured out how to get it to work. I'm a bit embarrassed to admit that I'm not able to cast invisibility. That's still pretty cool. What about you, Wallace? Wallace has his own unique field of study. It's probably not your place to pry. Yay, you won 5 points! Everyone is talking about you two. Really? It's rare for the school to let any outsiders in. That makes sense, this library isn't exactly open to the public. We were only able to get access to it because of Mr. Moore's connections. We only ever get occasional visits from the noble houses. So I was curious as to who was able to break this dull monotony. I just realized that Celeste's occupation changed from mercenary to bodyguard. Oh, yes, there it is. Well, I'm a mercenary, but now I work as Tyrion's bodyguard. Mercenary? After her trial, it turned out that Celeste was more than capable of affording your services. However, Miss Tamura still proposed a different arrangement. After indicting Garrett Pierce, you painted a large target on your back. With Celeste being a mercenary, Miss Tamura decided to hire her as your bodyguard. She figured you would feel more comfortable around someone you were already friends with. I'm doing great today, Basilisk. It has been tiring, but productive. Baby woke up at a great time this morning, like 7:30. So I've been up nearly the whole day, managed to catch a 2-hour nap with her. I don't know, I feel like you shouldn't ask a new mom how was her day, because she'll just end up talking about her baby. How was your day? I hope you had a good one. She figured you were more comfortable. Oh, I've said this already. Also, weren't you watching my sister Chahaya's stream? I don't think she's ended yet. Anyways, I'm a defense attorney. Defense attorney? My apologies. It's just not what I was expecting. What's that supposed to mean? Supernatural phenomena. I wonder why you would be researching such a thing. Yeah, I want to know too. I'm sorry, but I can't really say. Regardless, there are many spells in this world. So, why are you so convinced that this phenomenon wasn't produced by a spell? Hi Chahaya, thank you for raiding! Hello Jasmine the Baku, hooray! What we're looking into doesn't seem to follow the classic rules of magic. Hi Tapmash, woohoo! Hi the real Ham! She dragged you here. Oh no! Please don't drag people kicking and screaming into this. Well, they'll enjoy it if they're Ace Attorney fans. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Oh, how so? We will never know the end of Chahaya's sentence. No. The end? Why? I don't get it. Oh, you mean from her stream? Please tell me. It was created by someone who's not a mage. Thanks for the follow, the real ham. Woohoo! Stars for everyone. Whee! So you're saying this is something that was created by a person? She got cut off by the raid to be here. You need to time your raids a little bit better, Chaya. Oh man, our mentor looks pissed. The words came out of your mouth before you realized it. Woohoo! Thank you for the follow, the Jet the Pie. Jet the Pie. You send a small apologetic look to Mr. Mora. That does remind me of a story. A story? So, for everyone who just joined, this is episode 2 of Terry and Cuthbert. We are in the university library. I'm trying to find out more about the Eye of Horus. And these students, Eris Ilmater and Wallace, have walked up to us saying, "Oh, can we help?" And our mentor's not very happy about that. Also, something really weird happened that I can't explain. You'll have to watch the VOD. Mr. Cuthbert, do you know the legend about how the kingdom of Wavengard was created? I hope you're all having a great night. You mean the story about the ancient dragons? If you've got things to do, feel free to lurk. And you can just listen to my sultry voice telling you about the story. Ancient what? The ancient dragon. So Wavengard has a story about ancient dragons? It's only about one ancient dragon. The Church of Bahamut refers to him as the Scaled Lord. I'm sure you've even heard people mention him before. Legends say that the first mages were created centuries ago by him. Thanks for lurking! I don't have a thing for exclamation mark lurk yet. Look at that structure! How much must it have cost to build that up there? At that time, our kingdom was caught in the middle of a brutal war. With no way to defend themselves, the kingdom was on the brink of destruction. I feel like taking on a narrator voice suddenly. Our people prayed to Bahamut, the god of dragons, for salvation. And almost as if to answer their prayers, Rathalion, the last Scaled Lord, appeared before them. The Scaled Lord bestowed the gift of magic on a band of heroes who were fighting on the front lines. Yes, you've discovered the stickers. Hello, do not spam the stickers. Or you'll cover the entire screen in stickers. I think I put a timer in for that, but yeah. We gave Jasmine an umbrella, she's gonna pull this for the stars. Have fun with the stars, guys. With their magic, these heroes utterly overtook the kingdom's enemies and single-handedly won the war. It's said that these heroes went on to form the noble houses of today. Then how did they get so corrupt? What a load of nonsense. Don't worry, Jet the Pie. It's fine. Explore the stream. Throw more stickers. Do more stuff. I'm also exploring the stream. That story is nothing but religious propaganda to prop up the noble houses. Regardless, the significance of this legend is in the Scaled Lord himself. You mean Rathalion? Rathalion bestowed the power to become a mage on several individuals, and to this day, that power can only be passed down genetically. Ugh, you're all inbred. Can you think of an arcane spell that can produce something like that? You have umbrella law seen as colors. No, I suppose not. Rathalion must have had powers that weren't bound by the rules of the arcane arts. In other words, he could create supernatural phenomena without following the rules of magic. Please, do you honestly expect us to believe a story like that? It's completely unrealistic. As unrealistic as a non-mage using supernatural powers? Oh, she's onto us. She has a point. It's a far-fetched theory, but it's honestly the closest thing you have to a lead right now. Nah, of course it wouldn't be you lot making all of this noise. I'm assuming it's a... Oh, it's not a dude. Suddenly, a woman who appears to be an instructor approaches you. I like her look. Very nice. Oh shoot, I didn't see the log. What did it say? Catherine Bellwether. Interesting. Occupation professor. I missed that, sorry. She looks upon each of you with an eco mark. Okay, got it. That is Professor Bellwether to you. What kind of voice does she get? Wow, my my chat bar really active today, guys. I love y'all. But didn't he just call you? I know letting you rattle into our walls would lead to nothing but trouble. You've even started associating with our malcontents. I'm gonna give her a French voice now. The headmaster gave us express permission to be here. If you have an issue with that, take it up with him. I'm so happy to see all the people on the bottom of my screen. Woohoo! Love you guys. And have you known that I was on my way to do just that? Wallace, do I have a stream? There's a duel? You didn't see that. Oh, you can exclamation mark duel and at another person in the stream chat and you can duel them. Do I have a stream schedule? I try to stream every night sometime between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And I don't mean the entire time. I mean at some point during that window, because that's when baby goes down and that's when it's my husband's shift to look after baby. So that's when, for example, if baby cries during the stream, usually my husband can take over, taking care of the baby, so I can finish my stream. Although, as I was telling some people earlier, the new Harry Potter game is so much fun and so beautiful on PC that I am probably going to be streaming it even during the day, whenever I can, because it's just one of those games that's so fun and so exciting. That's gonna be fun. Otherwise, the schedule is kind of every night around the same time we play League. Wallace. A lot of dueling going on. Yes. How am I supposed to understand you when you are stuttering? Yes, Professor Bellwether. Why is your duel not working? Is there something I can do on my end? How is it not working? Trying to duel too hard. Maybe there's too many of you. You look like a street urchin. But I suppose it's unreasonable to expect anything more. Why you come into my channel and pick fights with people, huh? Bomb cost 10. You only have 4 gold. Well, if everyone's poor, do you... Oh, you can play slots. I think you can type exclamation mark slot, and you'll play slot machines. And you can win points that way. But also, have some stirs. Gambling and stirs. Holy shit, did you guys see? Oh my god, did you guys see what happened on the... I have no freaking clue what happened on the screen. It's right after I gave y'all stars as well, so that was probably distracting. I'll be on my way. She just left. Wasn't she really? What is happening? What is happening? What a bitch. Celeste! Oh, come on, we were all thinking it. Anyways, with that out of the way, shall we begin? You are strange. What? Why do you keep detecting fear from Celeste? Something weird is going on. You didn't see what I said, but I know it was not something I said. It was something that happened. Wallace, you finished this week's assignment, haven't you? Would you mind helping Celeste with her research? I don't know. Now that you mention it, I could really use some help finding a specific spell formula. You know your way around here, right, Wallace? Oh wow, he's blushing. Okay. Don't worry, Mr. Mora. I'll be more careful from now on. Please do. I still have some business to take care of here, so I'll leave you all to it. Weird things are happening, guys. You spend the next few hours searching through the library's books with Eris. You hadn't thought to look into the ancient dragons, and the library had books about them in abundance. There was one problem, though. There are lots of myths and stories about the ancient dragons, but it's pretty difficult to tell fact from fiction with these accounts. It can't be helped. The Church of Bahamut is the dominant religion of our kingdom. The only physical evidence left by the dragons are the bones displayed in museums. Except for Rathalion, possibly. I wonder if he's still alive, like you said. I wouldn't be surprised. Despite everything, our kingdom's constitution still includes him in our government. Wait, really? That's the savior of our kingdom. He and his kin were given an honorary position on our political hierarchy. You missed it, but who's this Eris girl? She is one of the she appears to be a classmate of Wallace's and a student at this university where we're doing our research. You think she's uber cute? Okay, I'm not gonna comment on that because I'm not gonna comment on that. Let's just continue. Aesthetic, very nice though. Look at her hair. I love it. The ancient dragon's authority technically rivals that of King Olivier. Wow, I had no idea. How have I never heard of this before? Makes you feel more sus? That was the intention. To be honest, that law is just a way to revere him and appease the church. Well, Rathalion couldn't possibly be any worse than the nobility. That's a flag. You're so stuck in your own thoughts that you accidentally bump into a bookshelf. The shelf begins to tip over, and you're able to catch it before it fully falls over, but not before several books fall out from the shelves. Is your stream avatar a hamster? Is it a hamster? The real ham. Yes, you are a hamster. The name is Hamlet. You are the real Hamlet Ham. They hit the ground with a cacophony of thuds. Some students glance in your direction. I think if you scroll down below my video, guys, you can change your avatar if you like. Be quiet! Sorry! Be quiet! Khan screamed behind me. Eris begins giggling. She seems amused by what's happening. Hey, are you okay? I heard a loud... Whoa. Celeste stares at the pile of fallen books. What did you do? Forget that. Just help me clean this up. There's no need for that. Construct. I require assistance. Wow, that creeps me out. Acknowledged. Duh! What? Upon Eris's command, one of the nearby suits of armor suddenly springs to life and begins walking towards you. Yeah, not what I would like to happen in a library. The voice coming out of it sounds human, but it lacks emotion. Why does it sound familiar? Wait, did you do that, Eris? Yes, this is an arcane construct. It's a suit of armor that's animated using artificery. They're designed to carry out various tasks for the students. Whoa. Clue. Arcane constructs are suits of armor that are animated with artificery. They can carry out simple tasks when ordered to. The ones in the Imperial Academy speak using the voice of Catherine Bellwether. Huh. These voice lines can only be changed or adjusted by the Academy headmaster. That screams suspicious. Can one of their tasks be murder? I know, right? Construct. Bonk him on the head. Every command given to a construct is stored in its command log. However, this command log must be cleared regularly, otherwise they lag like Windows 95. Also, I feel weird because I gave Catherine Bellwether a very female Ojo-sama voice, and now these constructs are all gonna have French female Ojo-sama voices. Really? I didn't know anything like that existed. They're still experimental, so they aren't available to the public yet. With that being said, construct. Please place these books back where they belong. Can I say ara ara? Nara ara. Like that? It seems that 1015 is a stab victim order. Acknowledged. On Eris's command, the construct begins quickly picking up the boots. For free? Let's hope no one checks the log. For free? What for free? I mean, requests are for free because I'm not a Twitch affiliate and I don't make money from this, yet. I had affiliate at one point, and then, yeah, I stopped for 2 years, so there's that. It moves with inhuman efficiency. Don't worry, when I'm affiliate, you all get special rates. Free ara-ara! Tisk tisk. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any fun of me. I'm not an affiliate or a partner. I'm just here doing my stream thing. After only a few seconds, all of the books are back on their shelves. I feel like my channel needs a new name as well because of the baby. Should just be Baby Mama. Baby Mama. Gamer Mama. Free ara ara! Okay, it's not free. No more ara aras for you guys. That was one and only. Jeez. Wow, so they do whatever you tell them to? Well, there are some limits, said Dussus. Construct, tell me that I'm the fairest maiden you've ever seen. I could also do Annie. No one asks me for Annie. Someone tweeted. It's like, you wanna play too? It'll be fun. Command rejected. Oh, what? I guess they're not allowed to lie. You feel a sharp pain in your side as Celeste quickly jabs you. The construct's voice is just a series of pre-recorded messages. I'm not sure if you noticed, but it uses the voice of Professor Bellwether, the only French Wojo-sama in this university. Can't clip that far back? Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Unfortunately, you can't make them say anything other than what's recorded. Only the headmaster can change those settings. Artificery that can record audio. I've never seen anything like it. But you just said that they're experimental, right? Just save the VOD? Oh, come on. Well, I do plan to put the VODs up on YouTube at some point, because I'm really you used to be able to hold VODs for 14 days and now it's 7. So that's annoying. I would advise against that. Even if the commands are rejected, they're still stored in the construct's command logs. Aha! Anyways, we should probably get back to work. Fine. You read more about the ancient dragons. Years from now, people will dig for the Ara Ara. Well, if I play more games with Ara Ara, then, you know, we'll do more Ara Ara. I'm sure that wasn't the last we've seen of Catherine Bellwether. But most of the stories read more like fables than actual historical accounts. I don't feel like I'm making any progress. Ooh. Suddenly you hear a thunderous, low-pitched sound blare across the room. Mom's Aras are best Aras. Oh, that's borderline! PG-13. It sounds like a high-pitched horn, but with its volume turned up to unnatural levels. What? Celeste, do you hear that? Ugh, how can I not? What is that? You didn't touch anything you weren't supposed to, right? What? Of course not! Oh god, that was annoying even in real life. It finally stopped. Eris, wasn't that the lockdown system? Yes, I believe so. Lockdown system? The Academy is outfitted with a large artificery system. In a state of emergency, it'll erect magical barriers throughout the building. You'll behave? It's okay, you don't have to behave. You'll just pay for it the next time we leave. State of emergency? Should we be worried? Don't worry, the lockdown is designed to keep everyone safe. We're safe as long as the barriers are up. But Miss Tamura, she said she was going to do something on campus. Oh my god, Miss Tamura. I'm terribly sorry. You suddenly hear a disembodied voice echo through the library. It sounds like it's being projected magically. It's the headmaster. He's using the intercom system. Oh god, remember what we said about Miss Tamura giving us Mia Fey vibes? Well, students and faculty, please remain calm. That's a great emote. Yep. There's been a murder on Academy grounds. I have a bad feeling. What? Please stay where you are and wait for law enforcement to arrive, taking bets on who the victim is. Damn it! We have to get out of here. I'm afraid that's not possible. The lockdown system protects and locks each room. We can't leave this room until it's deactivated. Well, we won't know until we try. We run to the entrance and begin frantically pulling on the door's handle. You try to put all your strength into prying it open, but it doesn't even budge. What kind of face is that? Seriously, some of the art horrifies me. Tyrion, stop! But Miss Tamura, I know that you're worried about her, but there's already been a murder. This face seriously, makes me feel uneasy for some reason. We don't know where the attacker is, or if they're still armed. The best thing we can do right now is stay here and wait. She's right. Damn it! Why did that face creep me out so much? Celeste's hand rests on her sword. Her eyes are carefully watching the entrance. Yeah, I forget she's a mercenary. Wow, we've been here for hours and she still hasn't stopped watching the door. She was also able to calm you down earlier. It's easy to forget sometimes, but she's always reliable when it really counts. Okay, have a good lurk, Yuki. See you next time. What? Students and faculty, thank you for your patience. Law enforcement has secured the building. The lockdown has been lifted. However, please remain in the building until... The headmaster is barely finished with his message before you're out the door. Tyrion! Hey, don't go off on your own! Oh boy. You desperately run through the academy hallways. No. Miss Timura? Miss Timura, where are you? You have no idea where you're even going anymore. You can feel your fear and anxiety rise with every passing moment. Where is she? Cuthbert? Oh, she's alive. What's wrong? Why are you shouting? Mr. Mora, calm down. You're hyperventilating. I heard there was a murder and I've been looking all over for you. And you were worried about me? Small moment to appreciate pretty backgrounds? Yeah, very pretty. You hug Miss Timura tightly as you're overcome with emotion. Oh, wow. Ara moment? She is usually not receptive to affection, but you don't care. She's more than double your age, boy. You're just relieved that she's safe. Tyrion, there you are. You being your hamster ball, don't kick you around. Okay, have fun. And you're crying. Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you so much. We heard the announcement. Do you know what happened, Ruby? I do, but... You see Mr. Mora glance at Wallace for a brief moment. For now, I think we should head to the foyer. Why is there... Oh my god, I thought that was a statue of Ocarina. I mean, except for the extra long hair, the scientist lab coat, and the jeans, and the... Ruby best girl, no reason? Yeah, Ruby best girl. You arrive at the foyer and see the room swarmed with a legion of familiar knights. Is that the Inquisition? Don't tell me we're gonna see our friend! The headmaster mentioned that there was a murder on campus. Someone used magic. Gumshoe! Or in white! Hey, you there! I can't do his voice when the baby's behind me. So he gets Pipsqueak voice while baby's behind me. As you enter the foyer, Commander White notices you and begins marching in your direction. I like your cut, G. Magical Gumshoe. Yeah, he's really cool. I like him. Magical Gumshoe. But his attention isn't focused on you. Huh? Are you Master Grave? Yes, but... By the authority of the Wither Crown, I'm placing you under arrest. Hey, what are you doing? You three! What the hell are you doing here? You said he was under arrest. On what charges? This kid is charged with the murder of Catherine Bell. No more ara. No more French Ojo-sama. I know. After all that effort putting in a French. Oh well. What? Wasn't that the professor you met in the library earlier? You realize what this means is I have no more Catherine Bellwether to make a French voice for, but all the artificial constructs in the university are going to sound like her, so... Read ara backwards. It's the same. Wasn't that the professor you met in the library earlier? Like hell you're arresting him. He was with us in the library for the entire morning. There's no way he could have murdered her. Move aside, Celeste. What? Mr. Mora is right. If Wallace is a suspect, we can't stop the Inquisition from arresting him. No. Don't worry, Wallace. We'll get to the bottom of what happened. Without a word, Wallace allows the Inquisition to drag him away. My apologies. I'm going to go and check on him. This is terrible. I still don't understand. Why would they suspect Wallace of all people? I'm not sure myself. Unlike most magical homicides, the school is filled with plenty of mages. There has to be a long list of suspects. Isn't there anything we can do? I'm going to go investigate what happened. Cuthbert. Yes? He hasn't accepted you as his attorney yet. You don't even know if you'll be working his case. But I know that he's innocent. I just can't sit here and do nothing. Well, I clearly can't stop you. But please remember that being an attorney is your job. It is not charity work. Don't come crying to me if you run out of gold. Right. Anyways, I still have some business to take care of in the city. Will you two be okay handling this yourselves? Yes, we can handle it. Good. I'll leave everything to you then. Alright, let's go, Celeste. Right! We have reached the end! Eh? But it's only been 45 minutes. Normally one of these rounds takes us an hour. Plus, I had a much longer introduction this time, so... maybe we can go a little more? Let's see. I feel like we can go a little more. It's been a few hours since Wallace was arrested. You and Celeste were with him during the lockdown, so the Inquisition had to take your statements. I don't mind doing more, but if this next portion takes an hour, maybe not. But the more they questioned you, the more you could tell that they had doubts about your testimony. You will need to do more if you want to establish an alibi for Wallace. That took longer than I expected. We've already lost a lot of time talking to the Inquisition, but we should be free to roam around now. Where should we go first? 10 stop in the middle might be super long compared to the first part. That is true, because the first one was a tutorial. The crime scene sounds like a good start. We still need to figure out what actually happened. Ruby said that the body was found in Lecture Hall 2B. 2B or not 2B? It's in the west wing of the school. Alright, that seems like a good place to start. Let's go! Oh, no, let's go 2B. Oh my god! It's the chalk outline! It's the chalk outline again! Look at how this person died. Hey, stop right there! What's for dinner today? I had a vegetarian dinner. We went out with family to a vegetarian restaurant. So we had like all sorts of mushrooms, green leafy veg. We had an aubergine curry, which was great. Oh god. What are you having? You're having lunch now, right? Is that the same chalk outline from the first case? No, it's not. Oh, someone asked. Oh, you asked Shahaya. Sorry, I thought you were asking me what my dinner was. So right now you all know what I had for dinner. As you try to enter the classroom, you're stopped by one of the Inquisition Knights. I'm the defense attorney for the accused. Cough, cough, not yet. We have a right to investigate the crime scene. Yeah, from what I've heard, this kid doesn't have an attorney yet. Right, you haven't been able to talk to Wallace about that yet. You still want to know what dinner was? Well, you know what dinner was. What was lunch? Lunch? What was lunch? Home-cooked food. My mother-in-law cooked. It was great. Rice and... Oh, so my in-laws do this thing where they eat durian with rice. So we had durian rice and curry for lunch. Personally, I ate the durian afterwards. Not my thing. It's quite alright. Let's come in. Food you don't have to cook yourself can be tastier. It is. Lady Steelwind? Do not call me that. Whoa, she pissed. While you work under me, you will address me as Prosecutor Steelwind. Monka is durian rice. Huh? Oh, Monka is an emoji, is it? Yeah, I had durian rice for lunch. That's what he's talking about. What's that smell? Durian. As you enter the classroom, you find yourself inhaling a sour and rancid odor. Is it really durian? The stench is so overwhelming that your eyes begin to tear up. Yep, durian. Don't worry, you'll eventually get used to the smell. What are you even doing here, Steelwind? I'm here to coordinate the investigation. You look around the crime scene. There isn't a single Inquisition Knight in the room. Isn't that the Inquisition's job? Due to the circumstances, I've decided to handle this case personally. Well, since we've got you here, could we ask you some questions about what happened? Can I assume that you're planning to defend this case? That would make you my opponent. What do I have to gain from helping you? Right. However, I would be willing to answer your questions, but only if you answer some of mine as well. Oh, okay. What could she possibly want to ask you? Miss McCoy, it's my understanding you were adopted. Would you happen to know who your birth parents are? Hey, isn't that too personal of a question? Aria's on the front lines, woo! Yeah, she is. I respect her more and more every time I see her. You agreed to answer my questions, didn't you? But I didn't think you meant... It's fine, Tyrion. I'm fine with answering if it helps Wallace. I don't know who my birth parents are. I've never tried looking for them. I see. If I recall correctly, your spell compendium only contained one spell. Considering your upbringing, how did you learn Mage Blade in the first place? I bought a scroll from a merchant a few years ago. It had Mage Blade's spell formula on it. But I know more than one spell now. I actually just learned a few new spells today. I'm sorry, spells? As in plural? How long did it take you to learn these spells? A few hours, I think. She learned multiple spell formulas within a few hours? Is Celeste secretly a prodigy? I think she's not so secretly a prodigy now. What was that just now? I see. Well, I think that's all I need to ask for now. Okay? She's sharing information about the investigation for that? Why is she so interested in Celeste all of a sudden? Let's go. I can't take it anymore. That smell is driving me crazy. What is that? From what I understand, there was a bit of an accident a few days ago. Someone brought durian curry to the classroom. It happened during one of the classes that the headmaster was teaching. He misread the instructions for an alchemy experiment and invented durian, and as a result, he accidentally produced this rancid-smelling fruit. Fruit? It's not poisonous, is it? No, it's durian, silly boy. Of course not. I wouldn't be standing here eating if it were. It's just extremely unpleasant to the senses. I'm sure someone out there eats it and loves it. Oh, yeah, I was just saying my in-laws made it for lunch today. Durian curry and durian rice. So, woohoo. Foul classroom smell. Weeks ago, the headmaster performed an alchemy experiment incorrectly in Lecture Hall 2B. The resulting chemical reaction produced a rancid yet harmless fruit that still lingers in the room. But milk? What's milk? Do you know what happened here, Sealy? Well, it all began when the City Watch received a call from the Academy. Durian, I call durian, curry, durian rice, real shit. Milk is... Oh, I see. Yes, that has to be cleaned properly to eat it. Supposedly, there was an attack on campus grounds and the entire building was put on lockdown. The City Watch set up a perimeter around the building while they waited for the system to deactivate. What? Couldn't the Academy have let them in once the scene was secure? I'm not sure about the specifics, but supposedly, the lockdown can't be shut down manually. You have to ask one of the Academy's admins if you want to know more. Anyways, you two were also present during the lockdown, am I correct? Did either of you see anything suspicious? No, but we actually met the professor that morning. She was still alive then. I see. That does match with the accounts from our other witnesses. Do you have any idea where she went after she left the library? The headmaster gave us express permission to be here. If you have an issue with that, take it up with him. Oops, I'll have you know that I was on my way to do just that. She said she was going to meet with the headmaster. Vanilla and milk? He also mentioned that when I questioned him, she attended the meeting as planned. If the headmaster met with Bellwether, you probably want to speak with him next. She must have found her way to this classroom afterwards. Would you happen to have a map of the academy? Yeah, Chahaya, did you download the Harry Potter game? If you did, whisper me your ID, because we can be friends. I do. I have extra copies if you'd like one. Oh, how kind of you. What is it? There's only one direct path from the headmaster's office to this lecture hall. But I wonder if she took any detours. Hehe, you can do it now. Tomorrow I plan to start streaming it. Imperial Academy map displays the general area where Catherine Bellwether was seen that day. Let's have a look. Show me! Oh, I can't see it, damn it. Do you know how the body was discovered? By the way, Chahaya, you can download it either on mobile, I'm not sure about iPad, but mobile, yes, and on PC. It's 15 gigs on PC, but by god it's beautiful, and that's how I plan to stream it. 2 members of the kitchen staff spotted her collapsed inside this classroom. They reported the situation to campus admin while they attempted to save her life, but it was too late. The professor had already passed away by the time any healers arrived. Those 2 staff members, who were they? 15 gigabytes! That's why it's so beautiful. I believe their names were Valentina and Valerianus. They're apparently sisters. That's on par with Genshin. In fact, I had a go at the PC version today. It runs smoothly, even on my laptop, and it is the UI is really good. I believe their names were Valentina and Valerianus, their family sisters from the second. Orin was the one who collected their statements. Did you notice anything off about their behavior? Mind you, my mobile version is still a bit buggy, but I'm playing on Android, so hopefully the Apple Store one is better. From what he said, they had a few quirks, but nothing too suspicious. Quirks? He told me that they were running and spinning around him during questioning. What does that mean? I have no idea. Perhaps they're still on edge after finding their co-worker murdered. You'll definitely want to speak with those staff members. So, Rin C3 means a couple of things. It is a mix of my name plus an emoji for a rabbit. It is also homage to my favorite, the first wizard that I ever played in a video game, and whose name is Rincewind. And that's a character from Terry Pratchett's stories, the Discworld series. The body was discovered in Lecture Hall 2B by Valentina and Valerianus, 2 members of kitchen staff. According to Commander Orin White, they were being hyperactive during questioning. Oh, you didn't know about Rincewind, Chahaya? You can Google it. I think the original Discworld game came out on like MS-DOS before you were born. We've already told the Inquisition this, but Wallace was with us the entire time. He couldn't have committed the murder. Yeah, he has a perfect alibi. Strong, maybe, but his alibi is far from perfect. Miss McCoy herself told us that there was a small time period when she wasn't with him. What? Right. It was when I came to check on you after you knocked over that shelf. You were born 2,500 years ago? Yeah, that sounds about right, for when MS-DOS was still around. I feel the age too. I got a little lost on my way back to Wallace. But we only lost each other for a few minutes. That may be, but unless his alibi is airtight, the evidence in this room proves that it was him. What do you mean? It will be easier to explain once you examine it yourself. Oh, Tyrion, I almost forgot. Since this is our first official case together, I wanted to show you something that I learned. Okay, what is it? Oh, she voiced that herself. Thank you. What was that? That is the incantation for Detect Magic spell. She did voice it, and I'm surprised at how accurate my voice was to her actual voice. Yes, thank you. Detect magic? Wait, does that mean... Yep, we can see magical traces while we're examining crime scenes now. Celeste can now cast Detect Magic while examining. Press Detect Magic to make magical traces visible. If there are any, you'll see a colored overlay. Oh. Oh, goddamn. That's very visible, thank you. What? What's wrong? There's a trace of necromancy on the body. Necromancy? Isn't necromancy the type of magic that creates undead? She's not going to get up and walk away, right? We're honestly not sure. That's part of the reason why I've stationed myself here. But what does that have to do with Wallace? Oh, you didn't know? Wallace Nightgrave is a necromancer. He's a what? We believe that he used a necromancy spell to completely drain her life force. That's why there are no visible wounds. Can necromancy do that? Here's the autopsy report. It will tell you everything that you need to know. Died at 2:01 p.m. That's specific. Body shows no signs of cuts or bruising. The alchemist report has verified death was not caused by poison or disease. Body shows traces of necromancy and illusion magic. Cause of death is not apparent, but very likely caused by necromancy magic. But in the modern day, even the Inquisition doesn't commonly deal with necromancy. They're all on edge about what other spells he might have used. So, I'm here to make sure that nothing unholy happens to the body. That's very nice of you. You can't believe it. You've heard stories of necromancers before. But why would Wallace be studying something like that? But even if Wallace is a necromancer, aren't there plenty of other mages who can cast necromancy spells? This is an academy for mages after all. No, there are no laws against it, but the knowledge required to learn necromancy is heavily controlled. No one in their right mind would dare teach necromancy beyond basic healing magic. Frankly, I'm surprised even one student at the school was allowed to learn it. I can see why. But because of this specific piece of evidence, we know that he's the murderer. But it's still too convenient. That's the first time you've seen a thought from Steelwind. No, it wasn't! Normally, you can only see thoughts from people who are stressed or excited. You doubt that Miss Steelwind is excited, so something is causing her to be stressed? At least Arya knows it's convenient. Yeah, she's got a good gut. Is there something you're not telling us, Steelwind? Because something tells me this case isn't as straightforward as you claim it is. If you truly believe that, then why don't you prove it? I can't see any more thoughts from her. She must be subconsciously guarding her mind now, but she's clearly hiding something. And what's this puddle of durian? There's a trace of illusion magic next to the body. We believe that the suspect donned an illusory disguise immediately after murdering the victim. Using his disguise, he discreetly made his way back to the library unnoticed. Assuming that Wallace isn't the murderer, the real killer must have used a similar disguise, which means that no one would have seen them leave this classroom. It'll be harder to find any witnesses that saw the perpetrator. Alright, who are you? It's a nice stash and a big nose. It's a painting of some sort of musician. There's some text written below it. Dr. Nicholas Gosu, inventor of the arcane engine. The inventor of the arcane engine chooses to pose with a violin. His work revolutionized trade and travel across the seas. He was well known for not discriminating between the common folk and the nobility, judging his assistants based purely on their merit. When he wasn't conducting research within the Imperial Academy, he was known to compose symphonies for the king in his free time. I see. What a nose and that moustache, exactly. Looks like he was a man of many talents. Alright. Oh, they have books here too. They appear to be textbooks about alchemy. Oh, lame. Alright. This must be where the students sit during lectures. Ugh, I can't imagine sitting in one place all day. Have you never attended a school before? No, I never had a proper school in Cornhaven. I mainly got my education from books that my parents bought from traveling merchants. What about you? I used to attend a public school in my hometown. But after Miss Tamora adopted me, she handled my education personally. Interesting reaction from Steelwind there. The lecture hall has a window with a view. I feel like I'd just stare outside all day if I had to attend class here. You're not much of a student, are you? I can't spend hours sitting in one place. I need to move around. She was pretty antsy when you were studying in the library earlier. How have you learned so many spells if you're so distractible? I don't know, I just learned the spell formula and cast stuff. I see. Is that not normal? Oh, I think you're very abnormal, my dear. I can't believe the professor is dead. Me neither. I came up with a great French Josama voice for her and everything. We just saw her this morning. There's a chalk outline around where her body was. Mustaches are air. You know, if one of the victims dies and has that epic of a mustache, I fully expect a chalk outline around the mustache. Respect the stash, guys. It appears that most of his blood came from her abdomen.
Is that where the fatal wound was? There's a lot of blood in this puddle, but no trail leading to it. And there aren't any magical traces anywhere else in the room. I doubt the murderer used magic to clean it. Does that mean that the murderer attacked her in this room? Maybe, but it's hard to say for certain. There's a pool of blood where Catherine Bellwether's body was. The location implies she bled from her abdominal area. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to investigate. It looks like we've ticked all the boxes. So, can I present? As a mage from a noble house, you must have gone to school here. Did you know Catherine Bellwether while you were here? Unfortunately, I did. I constantly clashed with her over the treatment of students. One of my biggest regrets is failing to remove her from her position before I graduated. Most students have slightly more normal ambitions, Steelwind. It sounds like many people didn't get along with the professor. I would say more, but it doesn't feel right to speak ill of the dead. Oh. This rancid smell is really horrible. Yes, I don't blame you for finding it distracting. And it's all because of a mistake during an alchemy experiment. I was surprised too. It's not like the headmaster to make a mistake like that. I wonder what this smell is trying to disguise. Nope, she's got no opinion about this. Let's show her our badge. No opinion about this. Alright, it looks like we're done. So let's... Oh, there's so many places to go. Oh my god. Wait, are we done here? Maybe we'll have... Oh! I saw some... Oh no, that was just... It didn't load yet. Well... There's a lot to do and very little time. Let's see the headmaster.